space. Shenanigans in space. Shenanigans in space.
Hello there. We're going to pick up here on a landing of Blue Origin. This is from about a year ago, and I will link to this video in the description below. What we're looking at here, in my opinion, is the booster section of Jeff Bezos's rocket, Blue Origin rocket, free falling from, at this point, 14,000 plus feet, all the way to about 2,000 when the booster ignites. But every single time this rocket gets close to the ground, we get a cut, and then we get a pristine CGI landing. We never get a continuous shot. And I'm just using this one as a reference, this particular piece of footage, because in a moment we're going to take a look at the latest Blue Origin landing, and we're going to see the same traits demonstrated, even though Blue Origin has been apparently over a year out of commission. So let's take a look at this landing, and you can see what I'm talking about. This is not CGI for sure.
There's that passive downward stability with the center of mass and center of pressure having inverted relationships now. Great close-up of the BE-3 engine. There it is, engine ignition.
And cut. Okay, completely computer generated. We always have to cut away. You'll never get a clean shot of the actual craft landing. They have to cut away and show the CGI. Right, so what we just saw there was Blue Origin NS-22. The launch date for that footage was 4th of August 2022. Now there's been a gap of 15 months since Blue Origin has flown. And apparently there was a problem with the rocket on the last flight, and they had to suspend activities, but are now returning to the game. I just find it interesting that they lofted 33 payloads for NASA. They could have lofted 34 or possibly 32, but no, there were 33 payloads lofted for NASA. And again, this craft just goes high up in the sky and drops down. They say it's going to space, suborbital space, but there's no such thing as space. So they're just sending this tube up into the sky and bringing it back down. The issue is that they can't actually land it. They're claiming that they can, but I think it's very clear they can't. As you just saw in the previous clip, there was a clear cut to CGI. So now we're going to take a look at the latest launch from just yesterday. All right, so here we are on the Blue Origin YouTube channel. On the live section, we'll click on this video here. This is the latest mission from just yesterday, one day ago, the 24th mission. And why are the comments turned off? Don't you guys want to get congratulated by the YouTube audience? Okay, so here we are at the conclusion of yesterday's launch. This is how the Blue Origin looks when it's landed officially on the pad. Now, I believe this is all staged. If you look at the sky, it's very blue. It seems like a completely different day to the day they actually launched. And again, I'm going to link to everything in the description below. This is the launch this is the craft prior to launch. And again, this is it on the landing pad. You're going to get to look at that for yourself. I hope you do. But one of the things I'd like to point out is that the cut to CGI happens at exactly 33 minutes. That's bizarre. It's got 33 payloads, and it's got a cut to CGI at exactly 33. It's just like an insider code. If you don't know what 33 has to do with anything, by the way, please just do some research. 33 is a favorite number of Freemasons, and there's really a lot of occult learning to be done around the number 33. So look, let's pick it up as the craft falls from we'll say 13,000 feet. Right around 2,000 feet, the booster kicks in, and every single time they cut to CGI. In this view here, you're going to see the land coming in quick. This thing is dropping through the sky, no chutes, nothing. The booster turns on within the last 2,000 feet or so, and that's supposed to gently guide the rocket down to the pad. But I believe the whole thing just crashes into a huge pile of dust in the desert, and they cut to CGI for the viewers at home. Let's take a look.
They are deployed, and we see those aft fins steering the booster over the landing pad.
Very muggy.
Yeah, if you're in West Texas, you may be hearing a sonic boom coming up here as we break through the sound barrier.
No blue skies.
BE-3 engine relay, just 2,000 feet to go before the landing pad.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean, say no more. Clearly, we're on a completely different day. And look how bright this thing is. Shiny and lovely. I know it would be presumed that we're switching cameras here. Obviously, that's why we're getting a much closer view of it. But it's much more than that. They're not switching cameras at all. They're just going to CGI. Let's continue to let the landing happen.
Love that shot. I can't tell you how many people have told us they thought that this looks like CGI, but indeed one of these most beautiful shots in the West Texas desert. And we have booster touchdown.
I'm going to say I'm one of those people that say this looks like CGI, but I would also say there's much more than just the appearance of CGI. It's sort of the strange behavior that accompanies it. Like, why couldn't you do one clean shot from here and show us this thing landing in one swing, in one shot? Like, I'd like to see this camera uncut. I'd like to see the full landing from this camera. So if Blue Origin, if you guys want to release that, that would be excellent. And I will definitely make a video if you do. No, that's still going very fast. And it doesn't slow down like this. Look at that magical, almost hovering motion. I believe instead what actually happened is there was a crumpled pile of metal in the desert. And not a beautiful CGI landing as we're seeing here. So, same old shenanigans. It's been a good couple of years. I think my first video was on the topic of possible CGI use by Blue Origin. I wasn't so sure back then. I'm pretty sure now, having looked at a lot of their footage over the last year or two. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.